Hello everyone, welcome back again to Liverpool Report today. We've got the latest updates on our beloved club Liverpool, but before we dive in, make sure to subscribe so you never miss a moment of Liverpool Report news. Let's get started. Trent Alexander-Arnold's dream switch to Real Madrid has officially been sealed ahead of schedule, but his fresh start in Spain comes with a few unexpected changes. The former Liverpool right-back, known for his iconic number 66 shirt and signature Range Rover P530, will now have to leave both behind. Due to La Liga rules, shirt numbers above 25 are off-limits for first-team players, and Real Madrid's sponsorship deal with BMW means he must also swap out his luxury SUV for an electric ride. While his new club gears up for the Club World Cup later this month, Trent is navigating the realities of elite football in Madrid, from kit choices to car keys. Trent Alexander-Arnold may have completed his move to Real Madrid, but will face two issues at his new club. The former Liverpool star will link up with Xabi Alonso's side after the international break. The 26-year-old featured as a second-half substitute as England recorded a turgid 1-0 win over Andorra to take another step towards World Cup qualification. Given that Liverpool midfielder curtisjones played at right-back on Saturday, Alexander-Arnold could replace him for England's friendly with Senegal on Tuesday. It is set to be a busy summer for Alexander-Arnold, who was confirmed as a real player a month early to play for Los Blancos at the upcoming Club World Cup. However, he will soon face two fresh issues in Madrid. His favoured number 66 shirt is unavailable, and he cannot drive his preferred car to training. Alexander-Arnold wore number 66 on the back of his shirt throughout his Liverpool career. Breaking into the team as an academy graduate, the fullback chose to stick with his unusual shirt number. His success in a Liverpool shirt didn't prompt him to change to a more conventional number for a first-team regular, even after winning major honours with his boyhood club. However, he will not be able to continue that trend in the Spanish capital. This is because La Liga rules insist that no first-team player is allowed a shirt number higher than number 25. Only youth players are allowed to wear shirt numbers higher than that, with fellow defender Raúl Asensio, number 35, being one of the few exceptions last season. Real Madrid veteran Dani Carvajal holds the conventional number 2 for a right-back. Regarding Alexander-Arnold's available options, he has number 12, number 24 and number 25 to choose from based on this season. The transfer market could further impact his options before the start of next term. Moreover, Luka Modric, number 10, Lucas Vazquez, number 17 and Jesus Vallejo, number 18 are all set to reach the end of their contracts after this summer's Club World Cup. Whichever number Alexander-Arnold chooses, he will have to make another compromise in terms of how he gets to training. During his time at Liverpool, the defender often travelled to the club's AXA training centre in his Range Rover P530. Although the car model is no longer available to buy in the UK, the luxury SUV was previously priced at £130,000. It boasts a 4.4 V8 twin-turbo engine with 530 horsepower and can reach a top speed of 155 mph. Unfortunately, he will be unable to show his preferred motor to his new Real teammates due to the club's commercial deal with BMW. As part of the sponsorship agreement, players are banned from driving any other brand of car to training, according to Spanish outlet El Motor. The deal only includes electric and hybrid vehicles, which are later sold as pre-owned by BMW. However, the good news for Alexander-Arnold is that he can take his pick free of charge. Both Jude Bellingham and Kylian Mbappe have opted for the BMW XM, which usually costs around £152k. Meanwhile, Vinicius Jr. went for the slightly more expensive BMW i7 M70X drive, which is priced at around £157k. Alexander-Arnold was announced as a Real player at the beginning of this month after the club reached a £10 million deal with Liverpool for the fullback to end his contract a month early. He was due to arrive as a free agent at the end of his Reds deal, but Real stumped up 8.4 million plus another £1.6 million to cover his remaining salary so he'd be available for the Club World Cup. Real are set to begin their Club World Cup campaign against Al Hilal on June 18th. The Spanish Giants also have group games against Mexican side Pachuca and Red Bull Salzburg. The tournament is scheduled to last until July 13. Ryan Gravenberch has gone from fringe figure to midfield force at Liverpool, earning the nickname Gravy for good reason. After a slow start following his 33.7 move from Bayern Munich, the Dutchman has emerged as Arneslot's ultimate enforcer, helping the Reds clinch the Premier League title with a staggering 37 starts in 38 games. Gravenberch, still only 23, admits the scale of his success hasn't quite sunk in yet, but with a growing trophy cabinet and a newfound defensive edge, the former Ajax prodigy has officially arrived and he's eyeing a bigger role for the Dutch national team next. Ryan Gravenberch has been different gravy for Liverpool this season, which fits in perfectly with the nickname that's been given to the Dutchman on international duty. Gravy has enhanced his reputation in Holland for being a serial winner during his 2 seasons at Anfield, becoming Arne Slot's midfield enforcer as the Reds were crowned Premier League champions after his debut campaign under Jurgen Klopp ended with a Carabao Cup medal. The 23-year-old won 3 Eredivisie titles with Ajax, as well as 2 Dutch Cups, the Bundesliga and German Super Cup with Bayern Munich, and was part of the Holland under-17s team that became European champions in 2018. Gravenberch said, "The realisation about how much I've won so far isn't quite there yet. Maybe it will come later. It all goes so fast. Of course, I know that winning the Premier League is one of the biggest prizes you can win. For the past 4 weeks, it has just been a big celebration. The celebrations and the bus ride were wonderful to experience. It has been a super great season, and that makes me proud. The Premier League is the strongest league in the world. I showed myself to the world again and achieved my goals." It took Gravenberch time to find his place at Liverpool following his 33.7 million arrival from Bayern. He had also struggled in his one and only season in the Bundesliga after moving to Germany from Ajax after breaking through at the Amsterdam club under the guidance of Erik ten Hag. The Dutchman made a respectable 21 Premier League starts under Klopp, yet Slot's bold decision to move him into a more defensive midfield berth immediately reaped dividends, with Gravenberch making 37 starts in 38 games as the Reds romped to the title. Gravenberch said, "When the coach told me about where he wanted me to play, I just thought, when can I start? I knew I could do it, even though defensively I sometimes had my doubts. I do think I took a big step forward because it actually went naturally. From the first training session it went pretty well. As the season went on, opponents started to put a different pressure on us and closed us down through the middle, but that created space somewhere else. It was up to us to find the free players. How did I do that physically? Good question. It's a matter of recovering well, where the people at Liverpool also deserve a big compliment. Football has become a running sport. Running, running, running. The intensity is of course higher than before, especially in the Premier League. I have that by nature. I can run. But at Ajax, the emphasis in training was more on technique and positional play. In England, you have to run a lot more. Gravenberch hopes his emergence as a key performer at Anfield will enable his international career to flourish in a similar way. The Dutchman didn't feature for a single minute during last summer's Euros, when Holland reached the semi-finals before losing to England. Gravenberch added, "That's how it goes in football. What happened at the European Championships can happen, and then you have to move on. At Liverpool, I was given the chance to become a base player and to show myself. That was my goal, and I succeeded. But I still have no idea yet what my role will be exactly for the national team, because the coach can go in different directions with me. I can play in all positions in midfield, but especially at 6 and 8. I am curious to see what he chooses. Before at Ajax, I really wanted to play left half, but now I don't care anymore.